So what I loved about the podcast with Melanie Smith was, honestly, it just reminded me of me, like a female version of me. She was just hungry. From a little kid that never been around horses, that was just content to be cleaning stalls just to have the experience. And all the way through to, making the kind of money she's making now, which is phenomenal. She had to have passion. And that's not something you can put in people. You see, in my career, I've been naive enough to believe that I've had hundreds of kids come around me and young adults that wanted to apprentice with me and do what I do. And I always used to think that if you gave them structure and gave them instruction and laid out a plan for them and showed them how this is done, that's all you need to do. But the mistake I've made is when you let people go and they're off the ranch and they're on their own, they're either going to succeed or they're not. And all the people that succeeded have one common thing. They stayed passionate. They stayed workaholics. They stayed on course. The people that were very successful under my guidance, when I told them to get out of bed, when to go to bed, when to shit, when to not shit, when to eat, when I really structured them, they excelled phenomenally. And then I was stupid enough to believe that now that they have this structure, now that they have this winning formula, when they leave my company and leave me and leave my guidance or me overseeing them, they continue it. And the ones that didn't continue the same structure failed miserably. And the ones that did went on and made a lot of money and were very successful. So Melanie just had a lot of passion. You can't put that in people. It's either in them or it's not. That hunger. Now, the good thing about in today's society, it's so overrun, in my opinion, with just pea-hearted pussies, just to be perfectly honest. If you're a young person with hunger and passion, oh man, you're going to go make some money. Because you don't have a lot of competition. I don't see that fucking hunger in kids anymore, that hunger and passion. And not just in my industry, in lots of different industries. I talk to lots and lots of business owners in every industry you could ever imagine under the sun. And they all tell me the same thing. Kids don't want to work. Kids aren't passionate. Kids don't want to excel. So here's the good news. If you're one of the few young people watching this and you're fucking hungry, you want to grind it out, you got the eye of the tiger, oh man, you're about to make some fucking money. You're about to excel. Because you stand out tremendously because your peers won't do that. Melanie was prepared to do what other people weren't prepared to do. That's the secret of what she did. Now, obviously, she was an innovator and very smart, but the one thing I took away from her is she recognized ways to make money. She recognized there's an area now I can make money from this. This is something here's a service that nobody's producing. I'm going to go do it. So she was an innovator. She's obviously naturally born with great business skills in general. Hustle. She's street smart. She knows how to hustle a deal. She knows how to move. And she's passionate. I got inspired listening to her story, and that's the idea of the podcast. I want people to watch the podcast and get inspired to start businesses, make money, build their careers, be successful in life, and stop waiting for a fucking handout. Be successful by your own accomplishments, and that's what I want people to walk away from. Great podcast with Melanie Smith.